Okay. Well, you nuzzled on the teat and you are 1-0 up.
The talkSPORT clips of the week.
Yes, here we go. We've got 13 for you today, and we will start, as we often have over the years, with our guest in the studio on Wednesday, Alan Brazil, getting a bit confused while chatting to the hairy bikers on the breakfast show about their new vegetarian cookbook.
Are you doing a lot of fish, or is
No, fish has feelings.
No, that's fish has got feelings. It's veggies, man.
Yeah, veggies can have fish, can't they?
Pick the bones out of that one. Well, not, obviously you can't. There's no fish.
Here's Goffey now talking Manchester City.
City might win the Champions League.
I've said there's something about Pep Guardiola this year. I think he has got that grip between his teeth.
You try flossing.
It doesn't sound good, does it, really? That's a bit of dentistry waiting to happen, that is. This is Jim White on one of the shock results of last week.
It was largely down to this fantastic hat-trick. Did you see it? What a hat-trick. There are hat-tricks and hat-tricks, Perry, but Patrick Bamford's hat-trick.
Patrick's hat-trick. Yeah, we love that.
It's Mike Parry now and his new...
Okay.
Oh, we love this show. And his new talk radio weekend show. And you won't be surprised to hear he's still singing a lot.
I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. But I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried.
Okay, folks, you are listening to Talk Radio. It's Mike Parry here. Slight changing gear there. I didn't want to shock you there, but that's my impersonation of Mick Jagger, which has always got me a few plaudits, you know.
Yeah, who from?
Are they tone deaf? There are many things you could say about him. You wouldn't lead with his Mick Jagger impression.
No,
basically,
really.
You're just singing along. It does not make you Phil Cornwall, does it, really? Let's be honest. Now, Mike was singing a Stone song there because he had the music expert Mark David, that's Mark David, as a guest on his show, which meant, of course, this was bound to happen.
That brought it all back to us, you know, the joy and the pleasure that the industry gives us. So all I can say is, David, is that Mr. Mark David.
Went public school there, didn't he, Mike? Yeah.
This is Natalie Sawyer on Weekend Breakfast with a suggestion for her guest.
Natasha, plenty for us to get through this morning. So shall we dive into the sun?
Was that an old Pink Floyd track?
I think it was. Icarus situation, as Glenn would say.
Glenn would call it the Icarus situation. And you're going to get quite superficial burns, I think, if you do that, Natalie, so don't. And the Bournemouth manager, Jason Tindall, joined Jim White this week to chat about his, how would you best describe it?
You haven't got much to do with the owners of the football clubs, but you know there's a chief exec and other people in place that you obviously answer to and deal with, and that's no different here at the football club. But he's a great guy, and you know one that's done a hell of a lot for this football club with the financial commitment that he has put into this football club and the amount of money that he's invested to get the football club into the Premier League, because you know that's what he done and funded the football club.
Yeah, football club, that was it.
That's not a rugby club.
That's what Bournemouth is, football club.
Yeah, I guess that. This is Paul Ross on Extra Time discussing sports coverage on TV.
Always be a place for Match of the Day, I think, because it's an institution.
And the analysis and the fact that you get great people on there and on, all the other sports shows on Eurosports, on EPNS.
EPNS?
Yeah, I love EPNS. Their documentary series, 29 for 30.
It's very good.
Tremendous.
It's very good, EPNS. And we got very excited earlier this week when newsreader Toby Gillies burst into Jim White's studio and said this.
Jim, we got some really big breaking news. So there's good news.
They must have found a vaccine. That was it. We all sat there, bated breath. Everybody in the office, we all sat there. Said, couldn't be anything else, could it? No, Toby wouldn't rush in like that for no reason. So come on, Toby. Don't leave us in suspense any longer.
Southend have been saved from winding up.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good news for Terry Alderton and obviously everybody at Roots Hall, but not quite what we were...
Not quite what we were hoping for.
No.
Here's Jim White again, bigging up his guest, former boxer Spencer Oliver.
Spencer Oliver. Always great having Spencer involved in the show. Just before we hit you again, Spencer.
Well, I wouldn't advise it, Jim. And I think even if you tried, he'd probably dodge it. Back to, Mike Parry, who ran out of human guests to chat to on Sunday and just started chatting to robots instead.
The lead author of that report, Dr. Robert Fower, is with me right now. Dr. Fower, thank you very much indeed for joining me.
Thank you.
Dr. Robot Fower. Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Very good. And
finally, it was you, Andy. You carry on.
And finally, it's a music quiz on breakfast with Laura Woods and Darren Bent.
Hey, Jude. Hey, Darren.
What a song.
Bon Jovi, is it?
Yeah, when we put that pub quiz team together for talkSPORT, Darren's not doing music. So, There we are. There's the clips of the week. I hope Andy was listening to that one. He might want to play that again later. Sean Williams, Reverend Ruthless, Finn O'Sullivan, Alan Jenkins, Frank Sav, Bob from Arbroath, Ali, Roast Parsnips, Andrew West and Roger in Durham. They all suggested
kick a dead man, but